Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We are going to be watching The Mandalorian. Starting a new show and all that. And I'm so freaking excited for this. As some of you might know, I am a pretty big Star Wars fan, and we both really like Star Wars. And just when it comes to this series right here, this is something that I've been waiting for, something like this for a long while, ever since George Lucas talked about making a live action Star Wars series all the way back in 2005 or something, I think, after he was done with the prequels. It was called Star Wars Underworld back then, but nothing ever really happened. We got some great animated series instead, and then we got the whole purchase by Disney, and this question about if we were ever going to get a live action Star Wars series that didn't really come up until Disney announced the Disney Plus series, and all of a sudden they're doing The Mandalorian and Cassian Andor, and then at some point we'll get Obi-Wan as well, which is something we've all been asking for as well. But this is at least something that I've been looking very much forward to, a series that kind of delves into the more of the underworld, the Outer Rim, bounty hunters, and especially Mandalorian culture. Always been a big fan of that, as is evident by my tattoo. I've showed it before, but now it's very relevant. But yeah, just very excited in general. Is there anything you want to get into before we jump into the first episode?
It's not that I'm not excited. It's just that you're very excited.
Yes, our excitement levels probably aren't really matching up right now. Plus, I've been anticipating this the entire day, and you just recently came home and a little bit tired and need to put some stuff away mentally before. But yeah, I am at least very excited, as you can see.
And it's not that I do not appreciate the excitement. It's just that Sonny talks a lot.
And I'm probably going to be talking a fair deal afterwards as well, depending on what happens throughout this episode. And I didn't really look anything up on purpose before going into this. Besides, I know that it's just called Chapter 1, so there's no real title or anything. Besides that, I know next to nothing about the plot, at least, and what's going to happen, other than what we've seen in the trailers and stuff. But yeah, let's just do it. I can't wait anymore. Let's jump in. Is it gonna start with a crawl, you think? The start? Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know why I keep talking.
Just watch it!
Just watch it, yeah, I know.
Put it on, man.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Hagwayatuka. Umahasa Miyokala. Atuta Mando. Salary Beskar.
Yep.
Here.
There was nothing in that drink. Yeah.
Okay,
Did
yep.
not need to see that.
That's,
Is that a bounty puck?
you are wanted, good sir.
Is that me?
I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Okay. Very, very good.
That's
intro
why I
there.
said kill him, because I knew there's a bounty on him.
Yeah. Well, he's probably worth more alive, I guess. Yeah.
And
Huh.
passage to the yards.
It's one of those things.
Hey.
Hello there.
No droids.
Okay, so he doesn't trust droids. It seems like there's something there. Oh.
Kidding me, right?
Get out.
I'd stay off the ice if I were you.
You think there's really something to worry about?
Oh, poor guy. Shit.
Open the hatch! Open the hatch!
Oh, shh.
What is that? He's gonna hunt some walrus.
Yeah, well, that's what it looks like. Big ass walrus. Oof. Nothing, a little electric shock one handle?
Razor Crest, am I right? Pre-Empire? I have a lot of credits, by the way. That's why I offered to hail a cruiser. Is it true that you guys never take off your helmets?
I don't think you can bribe him, and I think you should shut up. Definitely not a talker.
On it! Thanks! It might take a while. I'm molting.
You what? Are you really gonna take your chances? Yeah, nah.
I was hoping to be free for Life Day. Maybe even
Okay. Oh. No fuss if you're in carbonite.
Nope.
Wonder who he learned that from. Very Mos Eisley Cantina feel here.
These are Imperial credits.
They still spin.
I don't know if you heard, but the Empire is gone.
I can do calamari flan, but I can only pay half.
No New Republic credits or anything?
Fine.
Rather wants that. Not a fan of the Empire either, I take it.
There is one job.
Of course there is.
Let's see the puck.
No puck.
Jawas!
Trash pandas.
Yes.
Bite my pinky.
Oh, hello there. Wow, they look beat up, those stormtroopers.
Grief Karga said you were coming.
Werner Herzog.
No!
Drop your weapons.
No, pardon. Sorry, I didn't mean to alarm.
We have you 4-1.
I like those odds. Beskar?
Go ahead. It's real.
Same steel that his arms.
This is
I
a
get that.
down payment. Proof of termination is also acceptable for a lower fee.
That is not what we agreed upon.
I'm simply being pragmatic.
What's the chain code?
We can only provide the last 4 digits.
Okay.
Their age. That's all you can give me?
They're 50 years old. We can also give you last reported positional data.
Is it someone we know?
I'm thinking maybe, like, the age is. It could be. Not giving him a lot to go. Ah, Salacious Crumb. Well, like, no, it's not Salacious Crumb, but that type of alien. So called some sort of monkey lizard. Qualian monkey lizard, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Was that another Mandalorian?
Yep. I think they're multiple. Your head just exploded.
I had no idea. Well, they've been keeping this a secret. Oh, he's not even doing it for himself.
Has your signet been revealed?
Not yet.
Soon.
Getting an upgrade. They got the traditional Star Wars transitions down.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot. Oh god! Ow, 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 ow. Ow. Oh my god. No, and the other arm.
Another one?
Okay. Well, he's getting help at least. Who that? Hey.
You are a bounty hunter.
Yeah. It's Nick Nolte's character.
I will help you. I have spoken.
Okay. I guess I'll take your help then.
I don't know how to ride Blurg.
I have spoken.
Yeah, how the do you ride that
You
thing?
removed your helmet.
Nope.
Perhaps he remembers I tried to roast him.
This is a female. The males are all eaten during mating. Your ancestors rode the great mythosaur. Surely you can ride this young bull.
Settle. Settle. That's good, that's good. All right.
Definitely a bit of a Western feel to this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never met a Mandalorian. I've only read the stories. If they are true, you will make quick work of it. Then there will again be peace.
Might be a bit simplistic, but
I have spoken.
I have spoken. Oh.
Oh,
Bounty droid.
Can you hear that? Who that is? You get the code for the Wi-Fi if you would like.
Compels you to immediately produce said asset.
IG unit, stand down. I have a suggestion.
Proceed.
We split the reward.
This is acceptable.
Great.
Damn. That is one deadly droid.
that it is.
It appears we are trapped. I will initiate self-destruct sequencing.
What?
Whoa, you're what?
I will initiate self-destruct.
Do not self-destruct. We're shooting our way out.
Stop with the self-destruct already.
Okay.
You plan! Beginning self-destruct countdown. Stop!
Nice.
Right?
Well done. It has missed my central wiring harness.
Is that good?
Yes.
Well, now we just
Yes.
need to get the door open.
Nice. Huh? I thought the thing was old.
They said 50 years old.
Species age differently. Perhaps it could live many centuries. Sadly, we'll never know.
No.
The asset was to be terminated.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. Oh, I like the artwork thing going on
Yeah.
afterwards. And I'm actually digging the music. It's not what I expected at all. No, I'm sad that Tiger, that was
a quick one.
Yeah, well, we know he's directing one of the episodes at one point, but so maybe this was just. But it is a droid, you know. You can fix a droid. Oh, Ludwig Göransson. Göransson. He's made.
Pretty
What did
Swedish.
he make
Yes,
music
Swedish.
for? Yeah, I think he made music for Black Panther actually. Wow, that was first live action Star Wars episode of anything, and I'm satisfied. Like, I really enjoyed that. The episode wasn't as long as I expected. At first, I was expecting for these episodes to be like an hour long. Maybe some of them are, maybe it varies a little bit, but around 40 minutes, I'm not mad at that. Like, the Expanse episodes are about that length, and that doesn't do anything bad for them. Like, I love that show, so and yeah, I'm really just cannot believe we just sat and watched something new Star Wars related and in our own. I can't. Yeah,
and it was definitely Star Wars. That's for sure.
I really got the Star Wars feel, or the feeling that we're in this galaxy. It feels lived in. It feels like a part of the Star Wars galaxy, very much.
Very much. We see some of the same species.
Yes,
as
we do.
In the original trilogy, and maybe even
in the prequels as well.
Prequels,
yeah.
And
they're speaking in like alien languages, or like different languages besides the common tongue, or what it's called, basic. I think it's called basic in this galaxy, and I dig that as well, because there's been a lot of cases, I think, in the new movies where they've had an alien, and it's like, why is everybody speaking basic? Why? Because in the old one, like for example, all the scenes with Jabba the Hutt, he spoke Huttese all the time, and he just had a translate. I don't know. It just adds to the believability of like this world that they would speak multiple languages. As not everybody's able to speak basic, but they can still make do and understand each other. And yeah, so I enjoyed that in this one.
Yeah.
Very much, and I enjoy the character of the Mandalorian.
It's not saying a lot, and that's
no, but
nice.
he's speaking more than I thought.
Yeah,
at least towards the end.
Yeah, we still haven't seen him take off his helmet, but that doesn't matter.
No,
right now at least.
No.
Yeah, but this thing, he doesn't speak a lot. I think they're gonna use it a lot for like comedic effect, especially with the guy in the start.
The bounty there.
With he just talked and talked and talked and talked and then talked and then some.
Yes, and then he got encased in carbonite because shut up.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That whoever played that part. There's something familiar about his voice or something. I don't know. I have to look it up. He had very much of a New York-ish accent, though.
I don't want to put on.
But yeah, something like that. That doesn't matter. It was just in that role.
Funny.
Yeah, it was funny, and it was it worked well. And then we got some stuff with the Mandalorian and Carl Weathers' character. This guy giving him the bounties and them talking about. It seems dried up, and no, it's actually quite busy at the moment. The Mandalorian seems like he's way better than the usual bounty hunter, and he's quicker and but he's not doing it like he's not a typical bounty hunter in the way that he's collecting credits for himself or anything. No, it seems like he's giving it to
the Mandalorian. I won't say faction, but like a Mandalorian. I don't know.
Some sort of like
Mandalorian camp or something.
Yeah, some sort of guild or something. Yeah. because he mentioned a guild, and that's the Bounty Hunters Guild. He's part of the Bounty Hunters Guild. But then there's this underground Mandalorian community where we got to see there's multiple Mandalorians. There's Kits and this armor smith who's giving him some upgrades from the Beskar steel. And this Beskar steel is very valuable and something Mandalorians use. It's why Mandalorian armor is so good and it's so revered, is because Beskar steel is like impossible to destroy almost. I think one of the few things that might be able to get through it is a lightsaber. So yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah. But then he goes on this mission that we see, and he's or first he gets the mission from an Imperial or Imperials.
Because somehow some of them survived. Well, of course.
Of course, yeah. They were spread out over the entire galaxy, so they lost their seat of power, you could say. The Emperor, Death Star, big chunk of the fleet, pretty much all the leaders. It's covered a lot in the Aftermath novels, which is, I reckon it's about the same time as this show, or maybe this show's a little bit after that. But the Empire is, well, they're remnants of what they were, and they're trying to gain back some of their previous strength, but they're also divided into many different factions, and there are different like former leaders vying for control in the Empire. So I could imagine there being like, this particular group of Imperials might not get along with another group of Imperials, and they want him to find what we found out at the end. 50 years old, so we were that threw us for a loop.
Yeah, well, it seemed that the way they built up to it is where it was like we know this, we know that it's something we have to know, like whether it's a specific person or it's a specific
droid or
exactly, and
something legacy wise.
Yeah, exactly, something we should know, and it definitely is something we
kind of
know, because it looks like a baby Yoda.
Yes, and that species has, we don't know the name of that species. We've never known.
We don't know where they come from. We don't know how many there
are. Where in the galaxy?
We know they get really old.
That's about it. And we know about Yoda, and we've seen one other member of that race in The Phantom Menace, Yaddle. We only saw that character once. He or she was on the council. I don't remember what gender, but that's also irrelevant. But yeah, there are not many of them out there at all. And the only one we know in particular is Yoda, and he never ever divulged any information about where he was from or what kind of species he is. There might be something out there about it now. I haven't, as I said, looked anything up on purpose. But that's interesting. Why would they? What do the Empire want with a member of Yoda's species? Is it force sensitive?
Yeah. If I might misremember something here, but if I might have heard something about Yoda's species being very force sensitive, or that this species in general is very force sensitive. But this could just be something I have picked up from somewhere or something. It might not even be true, but if it's force sensitive,
yes, then that could be a reason why the Empire would want it. But
would they want to destroy it, or would they want to evolve it into
I don't know. I have no earthly idea, because how much did they know about how much is Yoda common knowledge for the Empire and the Imperials? What do he was hiding on Dagobah for all of the Empire's existence. Most of what was common knowledge about, or what was known about the Jedi and the Jedi Academy and the Council, was kind of destroyed and suppressed when the Empire came to power. So yeah, that's interesting as hell. What do they need a young Yoda creature for?
Yeah. Well, I thought the twist was going to be something much different.
Mm?
Because I do believe this was a big twist that was gonna happen during this episode. I heard something about that, and if it's that twist, that was not what I expected.
No.
But it's I could definitely see something like a plot evolve from here.
Yes.
Maybe he actually gets to like the thing a lot. Maybe not.
Yeah,
Maybe
they get like some sort of bond there. Does he get in contact with the New Republic in some way? Because we know like this is the Outer Rim, and the New Republic is probably just still trying to build a government and everything from the core out. Because it's still only like 5 or 6 years after Return of the Jedi. So, and how far is Luke in building his academy and all of this stuff? They might tell us, they might not. They might keep it on the outskirts, on the Outer Rim, and yeah, I have no idea how much they're going to involve from what we've seen before. I'm expecting there to be some connections to the Clone Wars and Rebels, because it's Dave Filoni. So yeah, I'm very much expecting that at some point, and we got a little bit of some very short flashbacks in this one too.
Yeah. So we're definitely also gonna see more of that.
Yeah, his past, what happened there. Maybe his distrust of droids has something to do with the Separatists and the battle droids.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
And they maybe came and destroyed their home.
Or maybe some battle between the clones and the Separatists.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe we do get...
Maybe some of the Clone Wars actually happened here.
Yeah.
Some of the battles.
Yeah. I could totally see that. And I would love to see some live action Clone Wars stuff as well. Of course you would. Yeah, the more the merrier. We're probably going to see some of that. And then besides in this one, we met... Nick Nolte's character. I don't think we got a name at all, but yeah, he was an interesting fella, and I have spoken. He was very almost stoic in that way, and
almost it's very Native American somehow. At least I know maybe it's just like an old, very offensive joke back here in Denmark. But
yeah, or maybe like very cliche, but yeah, I think you're onto something there, because the way he even talked about the land and everything, and just the way that he talked and the way that he was talking about these people that's been causing problems, and he just wants them gone, and he wants peace on the land, and riding creatures, not using speeder bikes and stuff like that, so you can kind of compare it to horses. And I made a Western comment as well.
Yeah, it's very Westerny.
Yes, there's definitely a Western feel to this, which is quite appropriate, I think, for this kind of lone gunman sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I just almost straight out noticed was just how amazing this looks like. The quality in the scenery and
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Really. There are some great shots in this one, just of the scenery and the way they used like the effects. You can see, of course, there's some CGI going on, but there's also a lot of practical effects, a lot of practical creature effects, and with Nick Nolte's character there as well, his face, like the way it was moving, was very reminiscent of more like practical and animatronics and stuff like that. So I dig that. I really like that they're doing it, and I know it's something that Jon Favreau is very attentive to, is getting this older feel and using some of the older techniques.
I think that's also contributing to the old school Star Wars feel.
Yes.
And look. So yeah, that's it's really nice.
It's great. And then we. Oh yeah, sorry.
No, say the same thing.
And then we move on to this stuff that happened at the end with the IG droid, voiced by Taika Waititi. That was great. That was great to hear him already. I did not expect us to meet this character already. I knew he was coming at some point. I believe he's called IG-11, or he was called IG-11. Like
that was a quick one. If he's
if it's one and done, then well, fair enough. He was entertaining while he was there. I enjoyed him, but if he comes back, it is a droid, so we might be able to fix him. Then yeah, that'll be great as well. And that was a cool battle they showed us.
Yeah, definitely.
Very well made.
That was a efficient droid. That's definitely not something I've seen a lot of.
These kinds of droids are very efficient. These bounty hunter droids or assassin droids that have been called before. We've seen them pop up in some of the Clone Wars stuff and some of the video games and the novels. And there's one of these droids in particular that people know from the legends. It's IG-88. IG-88 was on the ship in The Empire Strikes Back. In Vader, he was talking to all the bounty hunters, and we kind of got introduced to Boba Fett for the first time. But this was IG-11, so very similar, but still not quite the same. And but yeah, very efficient, very, very efficient, and some good comedy there as well. Where it's like, it felt like Star Wars humor, where it's not like...
With a little bit of Taika Waititi special in it.
Yes. It's more like dialogue based, but also, looks and gestures and just timing wise. I don't know. It worked for me at least very much.
It was very entertaining.
And then we get to the end, and we already talked about that, them finding this 50-year-old baby.
And well, he wants it alive for his reward and stuff. But the thing that kind of concerns me, in the trailers we've seen he got a full set of Beskar armor.
This silver, at least, matching the one that he got in this.
So I fear a little bit, because he was going to get a whole shipment of Beskar steel from this particular assignment, and that just worries me that he might actually give away this Yoda baby. So and I kind of want him to be like this, some sort of vigilante or something.
Yeah, but a good guy.
But a good guy by heart.
Not hurting the innocent. And we don't know if he is or not. He's very no-nonsense, and he's quick about it, and doesn't like to mince words or anything. Very efficient. Kind of brutal. But we don't know where his heart is at the moment. He's at least not... It doesn't seem like he's selfish in the way that he was giving away his bounties to the other Mandalorians, and not keep he's living in a community and trying to maybe rebuild something. Maybe
restoring the Mandalorian
culture to its and I'm really interested to see if we're going to get way more into the Mandalorian culture and get some information about the state of Mandalore and who's running it now, because there's a lot of that in the Clone Wars and Rebels, at least, because Dave Filoni just loves Mandalorian culture. So yeah, that makes sense. So maybe we're going to get to see some of those characters, maybe a Sabine Wren from Rebels, even though, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Rebels, it ended up with her kind of taking off with Ahsoka and looking for Ezra and maybe Thrawn. But that was in the Outer Rims as well. They were going looking. Are they going to connect it in this series? Are we going to see Ahsoka? I'm just spitballing now. I'm getting way ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Sorry. As we said up top, I can keep on talking about this stuff, but I think we're going to try to wrap it up. We're definitely excited for the next episode coming very soon, too, in this week, and then it's going to be weekly from there on. And there's already a season 2, so it's not limited or anything. So
great.
We're going to be going for a deep dive here, and I do want to mention that a lot of what we saw in this episode was like the majority of what we have seen from the trailers, pretty much.
There was a lot, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot they haven't shown us, which is if they're going in a totally different direction, and they couldn't show us a lot because it involved like a Baby Yoda and a lot of other stuff, maybe Force-sensitive people and characters we know, so they couldn't show us on screen because they wanted to be a surprise. I don't know, but I just noticed that at least. Yeah, man, it's good to finally be here and get this show going first.
I must say I've been enjoying this all the way through and didn't really want it to end.
No. It was
just,
actually a bit too short now that I think about it. But
I think it's not as like dark and nitty gritty as I first thought it was gonna be.
No, it is still Disney, and
it's just, you know, once again it's impossible to translate the word, but in Danish, hyggelig. I think it's somehow very hyggelig.
Yes.
So
it's nice and comfortable, and I feel very comfortable in this world, at least. Yeah, I'm just happy, and I can't stop smiling. And it looked like I've been sleeping with a hanger in my mouth, but yeah, I've been very excited for this.
I haven't talked about anything else in the last couple of days.
No, I know.
Mandalorian.
Yeah. Even though we just watched Watchmen as well, and I love that show, and I'm very much into that too. It's just I haven't. Star Wars will always have a special place.
All the very good things, and then Star Wars. That's you, basically. That's
yes, and it's very much a personal taste thing, and it's very much subjective and based on nostalgia and all of that. But I eat it up, all of it, all the movies, all the series, books, games. All of it. But let's wrap it up here. We are very excited for the next one. Please go and check out our Patreon, and thank you guys so much for watching as always, and we will see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.